UNO, everybody. It's me, Rob V, and I'm no expert. Today I want to talk about the Game 5 of the World Series, 2020 World Series. The big story is that Clayton Kershaw famously has breakdowns, letdowns, meltdowns, and simply just underperforms up to his Cy Young winning level. He's notorious for failing in the playoffs. This is the stain, the blemish on his otherwise remarkable Major League Baseball Hall of Fame worthy career. Okay, so he pitched very well in Game 1 of this series, and got us off to a good start. We got the win in that game, as you all know. And last night, Saturday, the ninth inning Bad News Bears style blunders led the Dodgers to lose in walk-off fashion, as was highlighted all day today. And it was very sad. Instead of going up 3-1, it was tied 2-2. So going up 3-1, you're going into the game, you're a lot more relaxed, you're a lot looser, and there's a lot less pressure. And Kershaw could have won the series tonight had we not screwed up last night. But it is what it is. Kershaw came into tonight's Game 5 with the series tied at 2-2. So the pressure was on. The moment was big. So what did he do? Did he deliver? He did. He wasn't great. He wasn't dominant. Not like he was in Game 1. But he did just well enough to help us get the W. Now, he was letting lead batters get on base. But, nothing really came of it. Not too many times. He only gave up 2 runs on 5 hits. He had 6 strikeouts, so he was kind of shaky, and he really got into a bad jam in the fourth with having runners on the corners with no outs. Now, it was the ambition of one of those runners, Margot, trying to steal home, that helped him get out of that inning. But what he did was he got it together, he woo-sawed that shit, and he started putting the pitches where he wanted them. He got an easy pop out. He struck somebody out, and he got Margot trying to steal home. So he was able to get out of a jam in the fourth inning that looked like for sure at that moment was going to tie the game up. At least it looked bad. Like we were hanging on to the lead by a thread, and having runners on the corners. He was in the jam. It looked like another famous meltdown was about to happen, and the Kershaw curse of the postseason was just gonna end up being true. Well, not so. Got out of the fourth, got out of the nasty jam, put the glove up on top of his head, and he handled his business. And then in the fifth inning, I think he had like a 1-2-3 inning. So for the game, he had 6 strikeouts. He is now the all-time leader in postseason strikeouts with 207. Number 2 is Justin Verlander with 205, and then you got number 3, you got John Smoltz. Number 4, you got Andy Pettitte, and at number 5, you got Roger Clemens. So he's top number 1 on that list of those 5 great pitchers of all-time postseason strikeouts, with 6 of those coming tonight in a very, very important Game 5. So was he great? No. Did he use his experience? Was he able to compose himself and give us 5 2/3 innings? He was. He went into the 6th inning, 2 pitches, 2 outs. I guess they had a game plan, a number of batters and he was going to face, a number of pitches he was going to throw, and he met that exactly. Dave Roberts pulled him. Dustin May came in and gave us an inning in the 3rd. He looked pretty good. Victor Gonzalez came in, and he kept it together and got out of a nasty little situation potentially, and we were able to close that game out. Trying to do good to close it. May and Gonzalez did good in relief, but Clayton Kershaw, he did not let the Dodgers fans down in Game 5. He pitched just good enough to where, we're 1 win away from a long-awaited World Series championship. Our heart was broken in 2017 when we got cheated by the Astros. Again, in 2018, we were a great team, but the Boston Red Sox were just a better team that season, and it showed in the World Series. They just put it on us. They were too good for us. And then last year, we had the disappointment of of losing to the eventual World Series champions in the Washington Nationals, who just made it in the wild card game and just put us down in the DS. But here we are, one win away from Los Angeles Dodgers' first World Series championship since 1988, which coincidentally the Lakers won the championship that year. So hopefully we can repeat that. One more game, one more victory, and we do have Clayton Kershaw to thank for winning Game 1 and winning Game 5 of this 2020 World Series. And I'm excited. I don't want to have a premature celebration, but Tuesday night, hopefully we'll be popping that champagne, your beer, whatever, running around in the streets, and we'll have it just, it'll be a long time coming for a lot of Dodgers faithful fans who bleed blue. So thank you to Clayton Kershaw for using his experience and just keeping it together and pitching just a professional game. Nothing mind-blowing, but just a workman-like effort, professional. He did get his 6 strikeouts, and he was looking good towards the end when they pulled him out in the 6th inning. So I'm no expert. I just call it how I see it, and I see it that hopefully come Tuesday night, we're going to be celebrating this victory, which leads me to one thing. We're going to play armchair manager right now real quick. So Tuesday night, you've got Game 6 where we could clinch it. We could win it all, Game 6. Predicted to start is Gonsolin. He hasn't looked too great, in this World Series. He didn't look too good at all. He's iffy. He's solid when he's on, but, that's iffy for a closeout. So what do you do? What if he doesn't look too good and you got to start throwing in relief, going into the bullpen early? Okay, Walker Buehler, he looked fucking lights out on Friday night. So, he's not available to start, but you've got Saturday, Sunday, you're going to have Monday off, so Tuesday, so that's 3 games in between. So if Gonsolin ain't looking too good or he's looking all right, what if he can only get us 4 innings or so? What does Dave Roberts do? Armchair managers, what do we do? Do we put all our cards on the table and try to, depending on how the game's going, do we try to just win it then and there, Game 6, or do we look to the future of a potential Game 7? So what I'm saying is, like, do you throw in Walker Buehler on 3 days rest for a couple innings of relief, depending on how Gonsolin's doing? What do you do with what do you do at that point? I mean, that's a major pivotal thing. Because do you want to wait for Game 7? Or do you want to try to win it in Game 6? So if Gonsolin, no matter what he gives you, do you use Buehler in relief? Gonzalez didn't pitch that much tonight. But, our bullpen is wore out. These guys have been working hard in this postseason. Dustin May looked good tonight in the inning in the 3rd after getting rattled, after getting tore up in Game 2 of the World Series. He got himself back together. He looked good tonight, so his confidence is back up. So I'm sure we can get an inning or 2 out of May. We can face a few batters with Gonzalez. We still have Gratterall. We have Wood back there. Do you throw the whole kitchen sink at the Rays on Tuesday night to try to close them out in Game 6 and just say, to hell with thinking about a Game 7, let's get them done now? You got all the pitchers at your disposal. So if you're Dave Roberts, to all the fellow armchair skippers, all the armchair managers out there, if you're Dave Roberts and you have a chance of winning Game 6, and for some reason your starting pitcher's not doing well, do you throw the whole entire kitchen sink at him, the entire bullpen? Do you throw Buehler? Do you throw May? Do you throw Gonzalez? Do you throw Urias? Do you throw Gratterall? Do you throw Kershaw? What do you do? Because you don't want to go to Game 7 and risk losing. And just, imagine getting the 3 World Series in 4 seasons and not winning any of them. That would be utter and complete heartbreak. It would be hard for me, and I'm sure for any other Dodgers fans, to be able to put on your LA cap or to put on your jersey or any of your gear for a while. It'd be like really, really sour grapes. So hopefully we don't have to face that. 1 win away Tuesday night. Hopefully we're celebrating the win then. We don't want a Game 7. That would be too nerve-wracking. I feel like I couldn't even watch a Game 7. You know, like, fuck. So let's go Dodgers. Thank you, Clayton Kershaw, for all your years of just being a professional, just a badass, one of the best pitchers that we've ever seen on the Dodgers and in the game of baseball. Thank you for being one of us. Bleed blue, go Dodgers. And like I said, I'm no expert. I just call it how I see it. And I have a feeling we're going to be celebrating Tuesday night. You and I.